Everywhere once Tonto, Ikono local government is in the news, and for all the right reasons. Only recently, the wife of the state governor, Her Excellency Mrs. Martha Emmanuel, also caught the headlines when she visited Ikono to inaugurate some life-touching projects put together by the local council. A one-bedroom bungalow for a widow in Ikono village was one of such projects.
I dedicate this house to God in the name of God the Father, Amen. God the Son, Amen. And God the Holy Spirit. Amen. This Shelter of Hope project, executed by Mrs. Egaite Toro Colomba for Mrs. Arut Okon, was inaugurated by Her Excellency Mrs. Martha Emmanuel, First Lady of Okwa State on 11 December 2019. To God be the glory.
After changing the story of the Ikono widow, the governor's wife and her entourage birthed the Ikono Council grounds to also change the story of lawmaking in the area. At the behest of the council boss, the First Lady inaugurated a purpose-designed constructed legislative complex to enhance the duties of the honorable councillors.
Your Excellency, where we're standing is the reconstructed and furnished legislative complex of the Ikono Local Government Council. When I found favor in the sight of God and at the behest of your husband and principal, and I first got appointed in 2017. Your Excellency, the entirety of this structure had completely gone down. The roof was horrible, it was completely kept in. Even the furniture inside, this complex, the element, the rain, the sunshine, the sun descended on them and they were completely out of use. I've been getting here. I said in tune with the philosophy and the body language of our principal. We can I don't want to turn around the status of this place. Your Excellency, what you've seen here is a purpose-designed legislative complex. The idea is so that we can give our councillors a befitting accommodation for them to sit and make laws for the good governance of Ikono. Today we've invited you to have a very brief stop here to formally cut the tape, to inaugurate this project and hand it over to the people of Ikono for use. Your Excellency, to remain indelibly in our annals as a people, care for Kedi, and you made it despite your tight schedule to be part of this very historic event. So it's my pleasure to welcome you. It is not going to be a long protocol here. We don't have any seats, so we won't keep you waiting for too long. My pleasure on behalf of the entirety of Ikono people to welcome you to this complex and to plead that you grant us your indulgence to please formally commission this project. Welcome, Your Excellency.
Thank you. The wife of the Speaker, Mrs. Ikono the Commissioner for Women Affairs and Agri. Let me recognize the capacity chairman of Ikono Local Government and his dear wife, the secretary, the wives of chairman, all the people that are here to witness these great events. I say congratulations to you. When you have a leader that is visionary, you see that things will work out well with that place. You have a vision, you have a mission. And I tell you, anybody that works in an environment that is not conducive cannot be productive. But when an environment is conducive, you see the people working there, even if that person was not willing to work, for the fact that everything is provided for that person, he or she will have no choice than to put in his or her best. For making this legislative complex for your councillors, I tell you that you are going to see the different councillors They are going to perform. And I want to pray that whatever they will deliberate in this complex will be to the benefit of the masses. Amen. In Jesus' name. Amen. I therefore commit this complex into God's hand. I pray that the angels will surround this place. Whatever was negative in this place, henceforth will become positive. In the name of Jesus. And this will further promote the welfare of Ikono people through this regime. And therefore commit it into God in the name of the Father, Amen. Son, Amen. And the Holy Spirit. Amen. This legislative complex, reconstructed by Honorable Toru Columba, was inaugurated by Her Excellency Martha Emmanuel, 11 December 2019, to the glory of God.
Done with the short ceremony, the august visitor moved to the Ikono Council grounds for the Sanford ceremony of the Mother's Skilled Ambassador. About 480 signatories of the area trained in 22 marketable skills by the council chairman. To set the tone for the occasion, the PDP State Legal Advisor, Obong Barrister Godwill Omo, who chaired the occasion, addressed the converge.
Your Excellency, once again, in Ikono local government. This is the headquarters of Ikono local government area. Headquarters of Ikono local government area, the cradle of the Ibibio nation. So we sincerely want to welcome Your Excellency, the wife of our dear governor. Ikono. At all times, I get my word, economy, Iman. 2 years ago, you were in Ikono to commission a house for the widow. Today, the wife of the chairman has taken the initiative, just like you've been doing. I understand at the last cap, we have about 32 of such properties which you have developed. Become the chairman of the Ikono local government. Empowerment processes, Your Excellency, was together. And I say it with all sincerity of purpose. We have never had it this way. So I use this opportunity to congratulate and thank the chairman of the Ikono local government and his dear wife for this wonderful gesture. Your Excellency, Ikono local government will continue to support Her Excellency and His Excellency. And I stand here to say that Ikono local government is PDP and will remain PDP and will support every endeavor and gestures of His Excellency. So, Gusen Fremi, I'd like to stand on behalf of every person, every woman, every man, any young man that is here to sincerely welcome you to Ikono local government. God bless you. God bless you.
Thereafter, the five-star council boss climbed the rostrum to welcome Her Excellency. He re-echoed the activities of the day, most especially the training and kithing of the Mother's Skilled Ambassadors, and said the event was a step in the fulfillment of his campaign promises.
Your Excellency, I'd like to once again welcome you to Ikono, a cradle of the Ibibio nation. Without any disputes, a cradle of the Ibibio nation. Your Excellency, this should be the second time in 2 years that you will come to Ikono on my invitation. You've been here a number of times intermittently for one purpose or the other. But I stand proud and very excited to welcome you for the second time at my behest. To do a 6-in-1 event rolled into one day. The way at Itono Doro to formally inaugurate and hand over a shelter of hope, accommodation executed by my beautiful wife and presented to an indigent widow. At that grounds as well, we formally launched an advocacy campaign against gender-based violence. And you were also there to present some educational materials to students from some select schools in Ikono. Right on the heels of that, Your Excellency, we received you at the reconstructed and furnished legislative complex that has been initiated and completed by my administration. We have every reason to celebrate you, Your Excellency, on account of the numerous things that your husband and you have been doing for the people of Ikono and by extension the entirety of Akwa Ibom State. Prominent among them is the fact that even in the midst of recession, we have a governor who has been thinking outside of the box and creating wealth for Akwa Ibom people. On the day in question, you also witnessed a formal graduation of a total of 355 young men and women from Ikono that we have trained in 16 marketable vocational skills. Your Excellency, on account of the success story that we reported when we had the first edition of that training, we decided to leverage on that achievement and do yet another edition today. 486 Matter Skilled Ambassadors, and that's what they are called, Your Excellency. And you can see they are clad in attires that depict various colors. We call them Matter Skilled Ambassadors because we want them to take after your altruism, your approach at welfareism, your approach at touching lives. So, Your Excellency, today you are going to witness the formal graduation of a little less than 500 of our young men who sailed through a period of 6 years and underwent training in 22 vocational marketable skills. Your Excellency, we've decided to do this in a bid to take these ones out of the street and out of crime. And this is in tune with the philosophy of our principal, your husband, the governor of Akwa Ibom State. So, Your Excellency, today, part of what you're going to do for us will be to cut the tape, to formally inaugurate and hand over to the management of Norgate Ikono branch a brand new 20-seater Toyota Hiace bus that we've acquired to assist them in their transportation. Adine mesen mi, Your Excellency, mi rubo fiene medi. So na fuso wa tamen po di kono frem. So na se rona ni ko fien afodi am ye word na afi mannen. Frewe medio. Thank you very much.
Up next were goodwill messages from the movers and shakers of the politics of Ikono local government area and beyond. Among the speakers were the Secretary to the State Government, Dr. Emmanuel Ekua, the member representing Ikono in the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Honorable Asukwan Nando, the Honorable Commissioner for Agriculture and Women Affairs, Dr. Gloria Det, among others. All the speakers eulogized the council boss for his purpose-driven leadership and urged the soon-to-be catered trainees to make good use of their democracy deliverables.
I am particularly impressed by the fact that the chairman of council and his spouse have thought it and deemed it fit to have this event. This is nothing but an intensive key into the governor's vision. Two, what Her Excellency, the wife of the governor, does in and would parent is also an exact key into it, the same vision and different aspects of implementation. Three, let us not forget the ancient Chinese saying, give a man or woman fish and you feed him or her for 1 day. Teach a man or woman how to fish, you feed him or her for a long time. What the wife of the governor does under FEREP is to teach every man, young man or woman how to fish. And it's only when you know how to fish would your life be economically sustainable. Four, I would like to share with you, let us understand in full context what the governor of Akwa Ibom State, my boss, the President Emmanuel, is doing. I like what the chairman said. You know what? You cannot, my boss says often that democracy cannot be sustained in our country if we do not address the economic problems of the country. Poverty cannot sustain democracy. And once you know that if you are endowed and you have a means of livelihood, you can pay rent, you can pay school fees, you can take care of your medical bills, you can feed your family, then you will be in a position to be objective, to do what is right and to say what is right. It's only in that context that democracy can be sustainable. 5, ladies and gentlemen, the governor, that's what we say, that all is not well until each of the local government areas is also economically active. I would then exhort all other local government chairmen, I've seen some of the vice chairmen here, that the year 2020 is the year of economic vibrancy in each of the local government areas.
Excellency, Ikono Empowerment, you will come to Ikono again for the second time. I was with our governor, Ikono Empowerment, my brother and the wife. It is empowerment process. Who for one and more upon or widow? One chairman of say all young people. Chairman, my brother, who committee to get an amphonum. Any ways to get on council. For a I can come a council in frequent antenna. Who committee now use the Ikono judiciously. As a prudent manager, boy, I was young people. The state government who know Ikono, who benefit no good ya, I been a one meet okay, I was young in Jesus' name. I don't know how I acquire for coming to the credit of the nation.
Your Excellency, the wife of our dear governor, the initiator of FEREC, Mrs. Martha Emmanuel. Your Excellency, on behalf of all the women, because they say Ikono ye Ikono ndo ini. Ese leke never tight it now for the Ikono local government fan nta PBBO. I may say that I may say that I did. Nsembo mbio we ma na mko PBBO mi Ikono iba complete ke se anta PBBO dom. Afodidi mi Your Excellency kwa na adimi abenedidi ongodi Ikono. Mebo ya abasudi onke. All the things that the chairman of the Ikono local government area is doing is because he's following your husband's footsteps. His Excellency Mr. Udom Gabriel Emmanuel, who has taught everybody that works with him to make sure when the person goes back to his or her place, I'm afraid we go with the government. That is what Itoro Columba is doing. And I want to sincerely thank the wife. Si akoro wana mo, ikido go tie one. Ibi na ma piloto, ibo ya ebo mo fawe no ebe pado. Aye na piloto, ebe mo yo di na mami anon bito Ikono. Mebo ba se di onmo. Ado to the beneficiaries. Me di ongu so re ba eno wo nko make me that didie. Say I don't for them. I am appealing to all of you. Mbompo no mi ya no for make sure the semi so afentom ke for when am come bi o fere di pe butom yefo na say sa egroro and me di o ke kan ne di e mfrem a be di ongodi abuto kem come yefo ro kenywa bon Jesus nyumbo ke only PDP ke ke be nam say na mami o ba ti e fere ke be nam say na mami o go do ma na mabogo ya free corner, free the media of the whole Akwa Ibom state. We will continue to support Governor Udom Emmanuel to 2023. And Teyabo Nelisanga, friend Nelisanga pa do ya basedi on government Kenya Bong Jesus.
Her Excellency Dr. Mrs. Martha Udom Emmanuel, wife of the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State. About 2 months ago, we were here on a medical mission here across the road at the Ikono Hospital, and we did so much with the support of the wife of the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, and we did so much in cooperation with FAYEP, Ikono Columba, and the Love Without Borders. So when Ikono informed me of the Mother Skilled Ambassadors Program, which this has resulted in the graduation ceremony that we are witnessing today, I was very much impressed. The Mother Skill Ambassadors Program, which indeed started in 2017, no doubt is a step in the right direction to alleviate the poverty status of the people and to empower our youth to strive for excellence in the 16 vocational skills so captured in this laudable program. To the 416 youth graduating today, I want to say congratulations to you all.
Your Excellency, what you are doing matters a lot. It matters a lot for Bible. Your Excellency, mo kom na ngari ye manita ngari kom. Kalau mereka mah punya no, interpret dia. Mereka mah punya no humanity. Sembok boy tang skill tu. Jangan dia bernyinsi boy di mana ni. Itu macam pangotong itu. Ibu, boleh skilled ambassadors, skilled politician. Ada masakan suai mah. Ina mah, usai kerja mau ya. Amen ke kanan commission ke rice mill ke ikut. Ngam dia buat ini kena forward nanti pada ko rice mill bara. Itu yang saya mudu barani. Jangan ko mudu baramu no. Mereka dekat ko ke rice mill. Saya mudu baramu buat. Ini tak usah jangan panik ko rice mill mor. In other words, saya buat ketempohnya sekarang suno ide. Ide kerja rice mill buat kayak hilang. Apa tempo di bara, aku ujian mari toresi. Mbok, yang ini pakai itu. Kau penanya bahasa ini orang ini, ada bahasa ini orang ini mana? Orang antek perlu dikasih jaga extension. Jangan tak panik. Kalau toko orang ini je, jangan kasih refund dengan kau berjisi.
At the end of the goodwill messages, the Vice Chairman, Ikono Local Government Council, Honorable Prince Idoro Yinitugobon, was up to give a word of thanks.
The wife of our governor, Her Excellency Dr. Ata Udom, but Melcom a friend was seeking one day, Melcom the paramount ruler of Ikono Local Government area. Nkomuke political stalwart, mbon demonstrated. Usen the chairman of Ikono Local Government area and the dear wife. Enam Ikoneba Amen. Eken go to pen or when I'm making one. Ekere wo back and for Ekenamani Dara. Ekere wo back who Amma ke sioku kurensen kidara moya basedi omo kenyum Jesus Christ. Nko my executive governor for allowing the wife to come and spend the whole day in Ikono Local Government area. Moya basedi omo a man that has given peace to Akwa Ibom State, a man that has made Akwa Ibom State to be a place that investors are now invading. Jesus Christ. Moken you seek one day for this purpose. Abase kadata modi. Abase na mikonoba amen. Abase no honorable Ikono Colomba the vision. Ayedi on kido no wo moto do di empower wo. Ido no wo machine do di empower wo. Ado go di kwebe wo bo utum. Emo kwebe wo bo utum house nekide. No machine, you will come back for fuel. No motor, you will come back for fuel. Very more able to add a culture that you have to help another person. But you have said, Jesus Christ.
Thereafter, the special guest, the Eka Unwana Akwa Ibom, was invited to address the Ntepi Bibio natives. She prayed the Almighty to bless the Ikono Council boss for the cornucopia of democracy deliverables he had bequeathed through his kith and kin, and thereafter charged the Martha's skilled ambassadors to cherish their starter parks.
Few hours ago, we commissioned a house for a widow, and here we are again to empower a number of his people, keeping to the promise he made to them.
Jesus. You see, you can only teach somebody how to fish, and that will be sustained, than giving fish. When somebody continues to give you fish, the day that person will not give you fish, you'll go hungry. But when you are taught how to fish by yourself, you will never go hungry. So I want to see all the beneficiaries. Where are all the beneficiaries? Are they free? Okay. Now, your chairman has decided to provide all these working tools for you. You already encourage. Bible, forget not the days of small beginning. He has given you this. We want to believe from one machine, from one dryer, you move on to 2 machines, 3 machines, 4 machines, you will improve on what he has done today. It happens. So many people they rely on quotum, because they are looking for quick money. Be patient with what you are doing. God say you are quotum for. Message from with style. Men I mean it now with style. Whatever vocation, never ICT, create new things. The world is moving, so that you will not be left behind. Move from your phone. If I now be there from my something. Will be the salon phone. So whatever you are doing, make sure you do it very well. And through you, other people will also be empowered. And it grows. Before you know it, that's a good report. That's what I want to hear. And as he has rightly said, he still has so many people to empower. I want to encourage you, Chairman, you will be able to do that. So once again, I want to thank all of you that came out here and do our campaign. That shows that you love good things. I really appreciate your presence coming out to support him. This is encouragement to him. He did it before, he's doing it again, he will continue to do it.
After her speech, the governor's wife walked through the field to inaugurate a brand new Hayas bus purchased and donated to Nalgi, Ikono chapter, by the 5-star chairman. The governor's wife also handed out some financial largesse to a few dedicated council staffers, courtesy of their chairman of council.
To see what you've done here, I was asking where do you get money from? That shows that you are a servant leader. You are not only thinking about yourself, you are thinking about subordinates, how to make life comfortable for them. And having done this, we bought this bus to ease their movements. I want to really encourage and appreciate you. That God will bless you. And I pray that this vehicle will not get accident. Amen. It will not be misused. Amen. In the name of Jesus. Amen. And so, I dedicate this bus in the name of God the Father, amen. God the Son, amen. God the Holy Spirit. Amen. On behalf of your chairman, Mr. Ikono Colomba, I officially hand over this key to this bus to all of you in the local government to use in the name of God the Father, amen. God the Son, amen. God the Holy Spirit. Amen. And for the outstanding work staff, I want to encourage you, keep on doing your work. You see, when work will speak for you, there are so many staff in this place. They have been identified because of your hard work. So I want to encourage you, keep it up. And this also will be a challenge to understand that there's always a reward for good work. So congratulations, and God give you more grace to do more in this local government.
On behalf of our hosts, the First Lady also handed out starter packs to the outstanding graduates of the Skills Acquisition Program. About 84 out of the 486 Martha's Skilled Ambassadors went home with business starter packs.
Praise the Lord. On behalf of the chairman of this local government, Mr. Ikono Empowerment, to all of you who are beneficiaries of this goodwill, I pray that God Almighty will bless the work of your hands. It will prosper. In the name of God the Father, Amen. God the Son, Amen. God the Holy Spirit. Amen.
A few of the beneficiaries were ecstatic as it rained profuse praises on the Welfarist Council chairman, who according to them had rewritten their life stories.
I'm the one that chairman has empowered to train us in 1 month and 2 weeks. Chairman does too much for us. I want God to bless him and his family, long life, prosperity.
I'm most delighted today for the SDI initiative. For making me one of the graduates, for making me to have this present. It's not that it's tax. At least I'm so happy that I have this today. May glory be to God in the eye.
It was a day like no other in the land reputed to be the cradle of Ibibio civilization, when the 7-star council chairman, Mr. Itoro Kalamba, invited the wife of the state governor, Her Excellency Mrs. Martha Udomi Emmanuel, for a 6-in-1 project inauguration event. From the Shelter of Hope project, a 1-bedroom bungalow built for an indigent widow, the distribution of instruction materials to school children, the NGO to advocate against social vices, the brand new bus for Nalgi Ikono chapter, the reconstructed and equipped Ikono Legislative Complex to the Centre for the 486 Martha's Skill Ambassador. It is very obvious that the News Hunter chairman has deployed his hunting skills to hunt for democracy deliverables for his kith and kin. Well done, Mr. Project. Akwa Ibom State needs more people of your ilk in government. To God be the glory.